one reason why I like talking to people is, you know, you want to tell, number two, you want to address society to know a number of things. Number one, not all cases that look like autism are autism. And number two, there are disabilities that which could be avoided. And even if it is just one, we need to avoid it. Because the moment you do not avoid it, consequences are too grave. Like in my cases, you find everything turned upside down. I stopped working. My wife stopped working. We found ourselves at home taking care of the it is quite challenging because again, for you to be able to take care of these children, initially when the girl was had not joined that club, I was working. My wife is the only one who had quit to take care of the boy. But it reached a point whereby we found ourselves at home, both of us, because we found out this issue cannot be handled by ourselves. They'll come today, within the next day they are gone. No one wants to stay with them. So I told my wife, at the end of the day, money is not important. What is important is what is placed, God has placed, in our hands. And we believed in one way or the other. If He has placed something in your hands and you just be obedient, He's going to provide for you. So that's how my wife quit her business. I quit my job, and we found ourselves at home. And at home, first of all, we had a number of issues. It reached a point where actually we are going even without the medication, therapies and all that, sometimes even food. But I thank God because along the way we found ourselves doing something meaningful. Like today we have this project that we started of chicken, ornamental birds and all that, and that is the one that has been sustaining us. And by keeping us busy and working on this project, we are able to get something that is sustaining us. Number two, that is getting us medication for the kids. And at the same time, it's like therapy for us, even for the kids. And in one way or the other, God is good because we have found it growing slowly by slowly, and we are managing it. One way we were told the way of managing these conditions, in particular PKU, it's managed mainly through diet. As I've talked about, I said it's a metabolic disorder. So the first line of management is through diet. The other one is you have to introduce now this new supplement, because you have to almost remove all the proteins. Now in its place you introduce the protein. Now the only problem we have is that I have said this condition is not known locally. So even these products are not here. Now in our case, we are forced to source from outside. Very expensive. To get just one tin, it's about 4,000. And again, even to get it here, it's a huge issue. Because we normally rely either on well-wisher who is coming to deliver it to us. Alternatively, we use the couriers. Now, if you use the couriers, like during the time of COVID, when planes were off the skies, it was so hectic because something like, I remember a well-wisher who bought for us, about 3 tins for about 15,000. But for it to reach us here in Nairobi, we spent about 30,000, actually over 30,000, whereby about 10,000 was going to tax. The courier was charging around 20,000 there to bring the 3 tins from United States to us here. It was complicated. Along the way, we are still trying to look for ways where we can maybe be able to bring down the cost, but it's hectic because the product is not here. I've talked now that is the second line of management, which is formula. I told you these kids, they had some neurological issues because of the extensive brain damage done over time. So for that case, there are 3 types of medications that they use. Actually, the boy uses 3 types of medications daily. One tablet costs around between 75 and 80 shillings, one tablet. And in a day, he's supposed to take 2, one in the morning, one in the evening. There is another tablet that also complements that one, or goes hand with that one. It costs around between 40 and 50 shillings. One in the morning, one in the evening. Okay. There's another one that controls the moods, like when they are sometimes moody and all that. The girl, takes one tablet in the morning, one tablet in the evening, each costing 75. So you'll see one is using around 150 per day. The other one is using almost 300 in a day or more. This is hectic. If you add it to the other one I told you of 4,000, this becomes quite problematic. And now you add the special diet. Besides that, they also want therapies. And besides therapies, still, even at their ages, they are dependent on most aspects of daily living. Something like diapers and all that, issues around their sanitation, again, which is very costly. And that's why I'm saying if there's something that could be done to be able to arrest this right at the beginning, the better.